I swear we're getting enough sleep, but it always feels like the blink of an eye. Had to do some research on this, and it shows that while sleeping, we are less aware of our surroundings, which we rely on to know if we are asleep. Consciousness shutdown is what it's called. We literally turn ourselves off. There are ways that we can use this to help make the night feel longer, like routine sleeping habits, not sleeping with our pets, or no alcohol or caffeine. That's considered to be, really bad, especially when you've got curtains that aren't dark enough. I am so guilty of sleeping with my dog. Even the dog trainer was very much against the girl being in the room with us. Yet, I feel while we're sleeping, she is the first to know if the weather has changed here in the South or if somebody is out there on the deck overlooking the forest. When night feels too short, it's more difficult to move in the morning. So what I do is I use the lights inside my house. I put them on extra super bright just so that my senses can wake up with me, including a very strong cup of coffee. Oh yeah, it's such a battle to wake up, especially when nighttime only felt like 5 minutes. Hey, it's Arrow. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. I am the silent wolf. That means I sit on the edge and I watch, I study, I listen, and then we can break out in conversation. This is The Daily Mess. How often do you feel like that nobody understands your job and or your life? It's almost like you don't get it. I always thought it was a kid thing. Your parents would endlessly question you, only to reply, "You don't understand." Personally, I don't think they did. I knew radio was my chosen life at the age of 10. Everything I did was focused on building up the foundation that would open its doors to a broadcast career by 14. But Dad didn't drive me to the radio station in Laurel, Montana. He said it was too far, 15 miles from the house. No, you don't need to get into radio at your age. To which I laugh at today, because in the early part of the 1990s, I drove nearly 30 miles every day to do my morning show on 95 Double Q on the outskirts of Charlotte. To this day, 45 years later, how do I prep for each and every one of my performances is something that I really feel inside my heart you don't understand what goes into it. Just as much as I don't understand other broadcasters in radio and television. No matter what we're doing in the world of business, we're always stepping into that zone. We don't understand. Yet you get the job done. How do you move through your moments? Do you document your paths? Do you get rid of the naysayers? Or do you actually use their negative energy as a way to keep you inspired and influenced to keep growing as the leader that you are? Being the observer, studying the outcome versus, I've got something new on my plate. You don't understand. That's the way it is when it comes to doing all of my famous people interviews every week. I start the interview process by doing show prep a week ahead of the actual thing, so that when I come into this studio, the only thing I have to worry about is making sure I ask the right questions. I don't understand how I do it, and I'm the one doing it. Write it down. Find your place and your piece by understanding what's required to be you. I talk with authors all the time. Some are disciplined. Other people say, no, I fly by the seat of my pants. And yet they find success. And that's what I want you to do as well. Gain the confidence to try to understand what it is that you do while trying to understand what other people are doing, because they might be a really good character on your book or your show. I'm Arrow, and that's The Daily Mess.